Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football. Deadline stream time. Deadline stream time. Match day 9. Match day 9, right? Yeah, match day 9 is here, man. Like the Champions League is absolutely exciting these days. More match days, more players to choose from. Everything, man. Everything super exciting. More another chance, another opportunity for most of us to try and close the gaps and all that. So I'll be revealing a player every single 5 minutes, and I'll start with the first player that is in my team for the first player who's in my team for match day 9, and that is going to be where you Thibaut Courtois. I've gone for Courtois, so I don't think I'm looking for a clean sheet there. I'm looking for maybe save points. Man City are going to attack and all that. I'm looking for save points from obviously Courtois. So that is my first pick today. Thibaut Courtois is my first pick. So as music comes on for no good reason. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. How are you, Ray? Nice seeing you as always. Come on, gonna be waiting for the grand appearance. We are here. The laptop decided to what is it called? Reset like 30 minutes ago. Like terrible. Baron, how are you? Ray says Gyökeres, Mbappe. The picking of the strikers, Ray, is so hard. Like I'm still trying to decide which strikers am I going to go for. Like there's so many to choose from. Like you think about Vinicius on that left, potentially on that left side against Nunes, and then you think about could it be Mbappe? Should you go for Haaland? Could he turn up for this one? Should you go for Gyökeres? Should you go for Colomwani from Juventus? Like there's so many picks. Dembele, Reinders, Olise, Bacola, Zappacosta, Hein. Hakimi, Kim. They said Kim might be benched tomorrow, so be very careful with that trade. The coach talked and said he might rest either Kim or Upamecano. I think he said one of them will be rested tomorrow. So two reasons, three reasons actually. Two reasons I don't like Kim as a pick, or three reasons why Kim is a bit of a iffy pick. One, they don't really keep a lot of clean sheets, but he's very good at ball recovery. So having him is not a problem because he's going to get you ball recoveries. But number two, I think Celtic are good attacking, especially at their place. So I think they're definitely going to score. And number three, the fact that the manager said he could be rested. If he does get rested, then even going for another Bayern Munich defender, I don't think it's the best choice in case they don't keep a clean sheet. Kara, Musiala, Kane, let's hope for 85 plus. Yeah, that should get you 85 plus. Muzi, Captain Dembele, that should get you 85 plus. Mbappe, Gyökeres, you're hoping they score. Kane as well. Most of those players should be able to score. No, I pick Courtois. Says again. I mean, there's not too many goalkeepers to pick from. That's why I've gone for him. I'm not expecting too many clean sheets. If you look at my predictions, Ajana, I'm predicting PSG to win 3-1. I'm predicting Man City 2-2 draw, Sporting 2-2 draw, Juventus 1-1 draw, so no clean sheet there. I'm predicting Atalanta to win 3-1, Bayern to win 3-1, AC Milan to win 2-1, and Monaco 2-2. So I've predicted 0 clean sheets for any team. So that's a problem. We're not really expecting clean sheets. So the reason I've gone for Courtois is just save points, really. Kim would score. Yeah, if he does play, the manager said he might not play. Let me put this phone to charge and then I come. So he could be benched. So that's the problem. He could end up getting benched. So I think it's a bit of a risk if he does get benched. It's a bit of a risk. Let's see. PSG clean sheet. I don't know, man. I watched the game recently and also the game against Brest 2 weeks ago. Very open at the back. Yeah, not a bad option. Not a bad option. Let me pick my second pick. I'm revealing a pick every 5 minutes, so let me just put my second pick now. Where are you? Let's go to midfield. Let's go to midfield. I'm hoping I'm going to go to the top 500 this week. Hopefully, don't go back to below 1,000. Where are you? PSG. Ousmane Dembele is definitely going to be in my team. So Dembele was always going to be in my team. And then afterwards, I saw that he actually, I watched the game against Brest and saw that he scored a hat-trick. I didn't remember that. And that just made up my mind for sure. And he also played really well against Man City. So that's why I've gone for him. And I think many people will have Ousmane Dembele in their team. So yeah, so Dembele is my second pick in the team. 4-0, says Ajana. Wow, PSG 4-0. I don't know, man. I think Brest will score. The only worry for Brest is that they're not playing at home. They're playing in a different team stadiums, so I don't think that helps them at all. That's a massive disadvantage. Which goalkeeper are you picking, Ajana, if it's not Courtois? Let me know. Legend is here, Glenn. Thank you, Ray, as always. So my team, I still not decided every single position, especially striker. I think defenders have kind of made up my mind, but the forward players, there are so many of them. Now, do you think will happen at the Etihad? 2-2 draw. I think you guys will draw 2-2, and then maybe at your place, maybe beat them 2-1 or something, and then you go through. But they think 2-2. I think both defenses are not great. Rudiger is out, right? I don't think both defenses are good. So I think both teams will score. So that's my prediction. I don't think you're expecting any clean sheets. But if Real Madrid go and win today, then Man City in big trouble. Big trouble. I don't think they're going to survive. And if Man City go out right now, the season could be over already, although they're in the FA Cup and they're playing Plymouth. So they're lucky in terms of that. See. And another thing with the budget, I don't think anyone will spend the entire budget because there's not too many expensive players in this round. So most people will have like 5, 6, 7 million remaining in the bank. So those are my first two picks, Dembele and Courtois. Both are they playing today? Yeah, both of them playing today. Dembele in just under an hour. As I check let me just read for you guys the PSG lineup. Kvaratskhelia is on the bench. So is Ramos. Donnarumma is starting. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Duay, Mendes, and then Pacho, Neves, Bacola, Vitinha, Dembele, Ruiz. So yeah, that is the PSG lineup. I don't know if anyone is going to have the best players, the likes of Kamara and Haidar and those kind of players. Maybe. I mean, the last time they played PSG 2 weeks ago, they scored twice against them. So it's not out of this world that they're going to score. Let's see. Can you face you guys at any stage? Yeah, maybe. No, wait. Yeah, I think we're in the same side of the draw. So maybe around quarterfinal if possible. If Arsenal win the round of 16, if Madrid beat Man City and win the round of 16, it could be possible. The last time we played Real Madrid was in 2006, and that was the only time we played Real Madrid in a competitive match in history. So we've never really played you guys. Madrid lineup is bad. I see Haaland scoring. Yeah, I don't think any of them will not score. I think Mbappe will probably score. Haaland will probably score. We have Rudiger and Vasquez injured, Militao injured, Alaba injured. Goodness. Ray says we're in trouble, man. We are in trouble. Brest winning 8-0. I see what you did there, Baron. Ajana says the shout out. Okay. Ajoke. Wait. How much is he? 5.9. My worry about these players is getting subbed. He's starting, yes, but getting his 5.9. Wow. I've never really looked at him. I think it's because Brest also had some really tough fixtures, like against Barcelona and all that. 4 points, 5 points, 2 points. They've also played Madrid already. He's never scored a goal, though. That's a worry, man. He's never scored a goal in the Champions League so far. And those yellow cards as well usually worry me. I don't like forward players who pick up so many yellow cards like that. We did play in 2019 International Champions Cup, yeah, but not like competitive game like Champions League or Europa League or something like that. No, friendly matches, yeah, but competitive games, nope. Just 2006 twice, and it was a 1-0 and a 0-0. So they were a bit boring of a boring game back then as well. Igor, how are you? What's up, Glenn? Hope you're well. So you passed me in the rankings. Time to do something about that. Did I? We need to keep it the same. We need to keep it the same. Last season, I did very well, and then I dropped off at the end. This season, my target is to finish number 1 in the Everything Football League, you know. That's what I want to do, first of all. Ray says 2006 was a 5-year-old. Yep, we were all kids, right? I had school the very next day. I don't even think I watched the match. The only match they watched in 2006, an Arsenal match, was the final against Barcelona. But I didn't watch all the other rounds. Chico says, what's up, Glenn? Good to be tuned in as usual. How do you enjoy the new format so far? Not me, but I enjoy it. As a fan of a team that is playing, it's great to qualify straight to the round of 16. But that league phase was kind of tough. Like you had to play all the way. I think that is what they were looking for. You had to play all your fast team players all the way to the end in case just in case you get eliminated, you don't finish us with the top 8. As a UCL fantasy player, Chika, it's fun. That is more rounds. Last season, you only had the previous seasons because I started doing Champions League content in 2021, and just 6 match days, and then a break for like 2 months, and then you come back, and then there's like 7 more match days, and that is it, 13 match days. Now there's 8 match days, and then an extra 2 match days, and then the extra 7 matches. So 17 match days instead of 13. That is huge. So it's more fun. And then we also had Champions League in January to talk about. Like the previous seasons, there's nothing to talk about in terms of UCL fantasy between November and the middle of February because there's no Champions League games. I'm 30th in your league, says, well, that's not bad. I think, I've not checked recently how many people are there, maybe 300 or something. That's good. Our trusty Dortmund fan is here. He is. Sima, big shout out. Sima, number 17. I mean, I don't think it's a problem to go with the differential from Brest. I keep on saying that name every single time. But let me reveal my next player. Let's do this. Let's go with the striker. Who's going to be my first striker pick? Forward. I've looked at so many players. Like all these players, you could have them in your team. Gurasi. You could have... why are they showing me Barcelona players? You could have Vinicius, Mbappe, De Ketelaere. I saw you subbed in Atalanta's game last time at halftime. But yep, Kane is definitely going to be in the team. Although he disappointed me the last game against Dinamo Zagreb. Is it Dinamo Zagreb? No. I think it was Slovan Bratislava. He disappointed me the last game, Harry Kane. If he had scored a couple of goals, maybe I could have been higher in rankings. But yeah, 1 goal against them was disappointing. Only 6 points, I think, very disappointing. But it's going to be in my team. I think the Celtic game is going to be high scoring. Let's see. Kane is a no-brainer for sure. Fears about Vini, Rodrigo, Mbappe best. And I mean, Rodrigo did very well last game for sure. De Ketelaere is not confirmed, right? So someone that has got an injury. I saw him getting subbed at halftime. They're already like 3-0 up, so I assumed maybe they were, they're safe in terms of they had scored 3-4 goals against Hellas Verona already, so I thought he was being rested. But if he got injured, I do think Retegui could be a better pick, though, in terms of the forward players from Atalanta. Colomwani Gurasi says Rene. Both of them very good. But just because Colomwani is at home, I'm going to go with him for this match day. Decent shout, but already on 4 buy-in. You already have 4 buy-in players. So you don't have Kane, and you already have 4 buy-in players. Oh, wait, let me see this question. I was wondering. I don't know who to pick as a goalkeeper. Okay, I was wondering. To pick as a goalkeeper for tomorrow might go. I'm not going to try and say that name. Just to have someone from my team. Yeah, could make sense. There's not too many good goalkeepers to pick from for this round. Everyone has a tough game, so depends. Even today, like Ederson and Courtois, whichever you want to pick, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Unless someone saves a penalty or something and you get lucky, I don't think too many people are going to get too many points. I'd be very surprised if Madrid Man City ended up being like a 0-0 or something. Good luck to you, Glenn, and to everyone. Thank you, Chika. Which 4 Bayern Munich players do you have, Igor? 4. Gurasi every day. He has an away fixture, though. I think next week maybe when he's at home against Sporting. Definitely have Kane. Oh, okay. Kane double goals. We could seek Vashela in the round of 16. Yeah, I thought he was going to start today, but he's on the bench. Ajana says no way, Glenn. Ken, Musiala, Olise, Kim. So the coach said Kim could be rested tomorrow. So be very careful with that one. So I initially had Kim in my team, but I took him out today morning after I had that. He might start, but the coach said either him or another defender will be rested. So too much of a risk, especially because you're not going to get the Bayern Munich team news tomorrow. Like Ali, if it was the first game, okay, you could just have left him on the bench, but you don't want to make that sad. You bring in Kim for someone who's picked up 4 or 5 points today, and then Kim doesn't start at all. That will be a wasted spot. Madrid and City can never end goalless. Yeah, I think maybe not, but you never know, man. Man City in the Premier League, sometimes they play these bigger teams and it ends up low scoring. Thank you. I might have to go somewhere elsewhere then. Yeah. The problem with going with another Bayern Munich player, if Kim is not there and another defender maybe gets rested, I don't think there's a clean sheet there. I think they're going. I think Celtic are going to score. Although we are doing so us in the league, I recommend Giras is having a good run. Yeah, I think it's like, is it 7 or 8 defeats in the league? It's weird. And yes, a good investment for the next home fixture. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw either way. Call Company. I wish I could ask him which players he's playing, but yeah, I just prefer the forward players from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich standards are so high, though. I listen to their fans, and even after they win 4-0, they're not happy. I'm like, wow, these guys' standards are so high. Let me reveal my next player. Let's do this. Let's go with the defender. Let's go with the first defender that I'm going to go for. I don't like this, how they have this thing over here, the new on the website, the way they have this, like you have to like unclick every single team to go to a particular team. They're not giving you the option of just clicking on a team since the playoff started. It's annoying. But yeah, defender. I'm going to go for Hakimi is the first defender in my team for sure. So that is a double up on PSG. So far, Courtois is the goalkeeper, Hakimi defender, Dembele midfield, Kane up front. So that's what I've gone for so far. And then my next pick in the next 5 minutes, replacement for Kim option. Depends who you have. If you want another Bayern Munich player, which I think is a bit of a risk, I don't like the Bayern Munich defense, to be honest. I would actually avoid Bayern Munich. If you're looking for a player who plays tomorrow, which games are playing tomorrow? Maybe an AC Milan defender, maybe target the wing, the fullbacks. Or an Atalanta defender. I don't like the Man City and Real Madrid defenders. I think both teams are going to score. So unless you which depends on which team you trust. Do you trust Man City more, Real Madrid more? If that's the case, you just go for Gvardiol or you just go for a Real Madrid defender, whoever you want. I don't like those fixtures. I've struggled to pick a forward player because there are too many, and I struggled to pick a defender because I don't think there's too many good ones apart from players like Hakimi. Clear and select all are they just lower? Really? Clear and select all. Clear. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Whatever your name is, 3JKALSK, thank you. How's that? This is a new one though. Like the last round, it has always been different. But yeah, you're right. Just clear. But you have like, but still, you have to like scroll all the way down every single time. You pick a defender, and then you scroll all the way down again, and then you clear. But thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, clear and then select all. Okay. That makes sense now. That makes it easier. You know what I've been doing the last 1 week? I've been clearing one team, like one team every single time, but one by one, and then I select a team. It's so crazy. Patch is a good shout. Could be. I don't think there's too many obvious picks this week, apart from players like Dembele. Although if you're going for differentials, maybe go for a couple, not too many. It's easier when you have, players to pick from, like Grimaldo from Leverkusen and players like Vats and Rafinha. Unfortunately, we don't have those players this one. Thank you, Arnold. Yeah. You pick a clear button, but they've put it right at the bottom. I don't know why they can't put it like at the top, but I appreciate you guys. We always learn a thing or two every single time. I'm on a quadruple PSG as well, but after seeing the pitch conditions, I'm a bit wide. Yeah, they're playing in the Camp stadium. It's terrible pitch. You could be right, although I'd still trust PSG to get a goal or two. Or if not, if the stadium is that bad, hopefully Hakimi can keep a clean sheet. Yeah, it should be at the top. I don't know why they're putting it at the bottom. Like, I've never even scrolled all the way to the bottom. Like, this is the first time I've scrolled all the way to the bottom after 3J and Arnold have told me to. But yeah, that makes it much easier scrolling down the bottom. So PSG is the team many people will go for. Who are you guys captaining? Again, if you're just joining, my predictions, and my predictions are 3-1 to PSG, 2-2 in the Real Madrid game, 2-2 in the Sporting game, Juventus 1-1, 3-1 Atalanta, 3-1 Bayern, AC Milan 2-1, and then Monaco 2-2 draw. Now, the Monaco game, I think it could even be even more high scoring, maybe even a 3-2 or something. I'm late again. Chica beat me to it. Don't worry, you can always help me out. Let me just check the ranks. Who's number one on everything football, and where are you guys in the league? Like, I feel like I'm doing so well, but I'm only sixth in the everything football league. Like, who the hell? How many points do these guys have? There's someone called Aguero. He has 748. There's someone called Ayodele, has 782 points. He's top. Igor, you're seventh. Oh, you're literally right below me. Interesting. United. Okay, you're literally just next to me. Interesting. Sharma is 11th. Racid is 30th. Let me see your team. 30th, 30th, 30th. 30th is there's two people at 30, but yeah, chicken wingers, that's 698. Not that far. There's so many match days remaining. And the thing is, right now is when like we need to take advantage, because the time you get to the quarterfinal, everyone will probably have Rafinha, everyone will probably have Salah. That's the problem. It becomes very hard to close the gap when it gets to the quarterfinal, semifinal. So right now is when you can go for differentials and try to cover or make ground or try to extend your leads. Check for Haaland's father on the table. I think you have to tell me the name. I don't think you can search for a name unless someone teaches me that as well and tells me, no, you can actually search for a name. Hakimi, Kim, Gatti, Kara, and who do I take out for Kim? Okay, so you already have PSG, Juventus, Atalanta. So since you already have Atalanta, I'd probably say Theo Hernandez from AC Milan. That's who I'd pick. You know, I'd pick Kimajana because Theo Hernandez is also my next pick in this team. Theo Hernandez. So Theo Hernandez is my next pick in this team as well. AC Milan. Let's see. Theo Hernandez is my next pick. Welcome to my team, Theo Hernandez. Yeah, although I also think Feyenoord will score. So Theo Hernandez is just there in case of any attacking any attack. Let's see. Oh, you actually suggested AC Milan. So yeah, Theo Hernandez is my next pick. Although you can go for any differential. If you feel like, hey, listen, I'm going to go for one Club Brugge player, this is the time to do it. If you feel like you can go for one Real Madrid player, this is the time to do it. It's also a bit of luck. It's a bit of skill and luck as well. Like last week, I was the previous week I was lucky that I put Rafinha as captain. I was supposed to captain Lookman. He was on the bench. I just clicked on Rafinha and then it worked. So sometimes you can also get a bit lucky. So wherever you are, you can go for a different AC Milan defender, and then boom, Tomori starts and then he scores twice. You never know. But yeah, Theo Hernandez is in my team. Not too many teams to choose from. Kolasinac used to be good, but he's injured. You can maybe go for a double up. There's other people who approach these playoff matches and round of 16 matches differently. There's people who triple up on PSG defenders and then triple up on AC Milan defenders. And then if both teams keep clinches, then they're looking at 30, 40 plus points from just the defenders alone. But I prefer to mix it up. You enjoy every single game. You watch every single game and you have at least 2-3 assets in all of those teams. So I had to go get my dinner today. You're having chicken rice and okra. What is okra? My goodness, I need to travel the world. That's one thing I definitely need to do. I need to go to India, I need to go to South Africa, I need to go to Paraguay, just enjoy. Okra is a vegetable. English speaking. It's known for English speaking countries. It's native to East Africa. No way. Never heard of it. Apparently it's green seed pods, or maybe people call it a different name. Maybe I know about it, but it's like called it's just a fancy name, huh? I probably know it, but that name, the name okra, never heard of it. I can see the plant, looks familiar, but the name, probably, as you've said, it's called ladies. I need to travel. I definitely need to travel. You know what I ate today? I ate pizza. So you wouldn't be surprised if I don't know what okra is, man. Like I'm so addicted to things like chicken and stuff like that. So I don't think I have time to know what the hell okra is. But I need to travel the world. Okra is here in Europe too, imported, but everyone eats it. I'm missing out, Glenn. I am. I need to come to all you guys' countries. I need to go to Austria. I need to go to India. I need to go to everywhere. I had good African food in Nairobi as well. What did you eat? What did you eat in Nairobi? It's in Europe as well. I've never had that name before. Okra. It's known as ladies' fingers. Okay. You've taught me something new today, Chika and Ray. I might have to try and eat that as well. Let's see my next pick close. How many players have I picked so far? 5. So you're just literally 30 minutes away from the deadline. So make sure to sort out your team as quickly as possible. I had Ugali. You see that with probably with you guys things okra. If you have that with eggs and like kales and something, chapati is good as well. Right now, you guys have it there. If you can't host it, then any game of Champions League tickets are on me. Come and watch Salzburg, a Salzburg match against who? I think they're called Last Cleans or something. Maybe a game like that. I need to. Those are targets. My target is next year. Austria, all those countries, Austria, Norway, Germany, all those. I don't eat it with rice. Yuck. What do you eat it with? Yeah, producer is red. That's probably my favorite food. If you give me chapati and me beef stew or something like green grams, I think that's the name everyone recognizes, or beans or something. That's the perfect one. Now that's a bit of my language. If you're talking eggs and bacon and chapati and beans and chicken, okay, now not okra, man. You know, ajana okra, green okra. Okra, I might have to try it, man. Literally have to try it. Okra. And then there's like 4 different people in the charts from 4 different countries who say, you don't know okra. So it's something that is very common, interesting. Let me pick my next pick. So let's go with midfield. Welcome to my team. Musiala, welcome to my team. Musiala is in my team now. So that is double PSG, double Bayern Munich. Hopefully Bayern Munich don't let me down again. Remember last time when I was tossing coins trying to decide between Sane and Musiala and all of them disappointed. Hopefully it's not that again. Solid wheat and okra. Okay. I also like porridge. Anyone is welcome. Tickets on me. Don't often have CL games where there's good Europa League matches or Vienna Derby. Vienna Derby, that is Rapid Vienna, right? And Austria Vienna. Is that the name? Rapid Vienna, Austria Vienna. I think that's the name. I know those 2 teams. I know Salzburg. There's another team that starts with W. I've forgotten the name. I know Las Glins. No, a couple of teams. Well, British ruled over the world. Yep. Brilliant, says the journal. So what's everyone's favorite food? What's your favorite food, like all time? Which food did you eat for a full month without complaining? Every single day, twice a day. Put it there like that. Everyone can see it. Medium rare steak with fries. Every day? Interesting. Butter chicken. Every single day you go, you're going to grow fat. Chicken every day and rare with fries, rare steak. Apart from Austria Vienna and Rapid Vienna, we also have Las Klins. I know Lask. I know Salzburg. Sturm Graz. I know Sturm Graz. They're in the Champions League this season. I don't know why I didn't remember them. Butter chicken. Wow. Butter chicken. Butter chicken is actually written Indian dish. Interesting. Butter chicken with what, Igor? I'd say chapati with beans. If you give me chapati and beans, I would eat every single day. If I'm looking for a fast food, I know some of you'd hate this, but if you gave me pizza with pineapple on top, but no, that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite pizza. Probably barbecue steak pizza I'd eat every day. Pounded yam and vegetable with melon and cow meat and beef. Every single day, Ajana, interesting. With melon, vegetable. Ajana has a complete meal there, man. It has a balanced diet. I like the sound of chapati. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. With rice. Yeah, definitely need to travel the world, man. Like there's so many foods. So many foods. You're more Indian than me. I'm wondering, Ray, Igor is speaking some Indian foods. Some crazy Indian foods. I mean, if I travel though to those countries, you definitely need to try those foods from those countries. Not like going to France and then eating KFC. No, you try something from that country. One place I would have loved to be at is the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. That would have been a dream to be there, man. That is one like event I was like, man, I wish I could have been there. Like just everything, the culture, the beach and the food and the football and everything, man. What's up, Crusher? How are you? Long time I haven't seen you, yes, for sure. Crush. It's funny you're speaking about KFC because that's what they call their milkshake sometimes. Crush. Love Indian food. I want to go to Japan once. Yeah, man. I love Japan. I'm a big fan of Fast and the Furious. I didn't really like Tokyo Drift, but when you see Tokyo Drift and everything in Japan, man, like it looks like it's not real. Japan doesn't look real. It looks like somewhere that doesn't exist in this world. It's too advanced. 2014 Germany versus Brazil. Yeah, man, like that World Cup was just iconic, man. Germany was so good. And then I think there was a game between Nigeria and Argentina. That 7-1 Germany versus Brazil. Just that is one event I would have loved to be at, the 2014 World Cup. And then the recent one as well, Qatar, because all the stadiums are so close to each other. Chapati is universal thanks to Indians. It's everywhere. Here the tradition food is schnitzel, which is pounded and deep fried calf meat. So Chika, you speak full like German, right? German is like a language that sounds sometimes very close to English, some words, but it's so tough to like pronounce though. You just mentioned my country, Nigeria, right? Yeah, Toby is a Nigerian name. That is where Toby from Sidemen is from, right? Yeah, Toby is definitely a Nigerian name. Yeah, 2014 World Cup was amazing, Toby. Players like Musa and I think the goalkeeper was called Enyama. That was iconic days. Good to see you, Cook, as well. I always have a problem mentioning Kuka's name, and he's always told me, he's told me like 5 times how to pronounce his name. Let me pick my next player. Strikers is so hard to choose. I've tried to choose between like 5-6 different players, but I've decided to take. I'm going to gamble on Gyökeres because Chika. I'm sorry, Chika has told us himself Dortmund are not doing well, so I'm hoping Gyökeres can deliver. So Gyökeres is my next pick. Although I'm very scared of not owning, Mbappe or Vinicius or those players. So maybe they need to be my next pick. I speak German and English and Sinhala, which is the language of Sri Lanka, where I was born. Also, if you know German and English both, then you automatically know 20% of Dutch. The first people I ever met on Twitter, and I was a kid back in 2011, and I first logged in onto Twitter, were three Dutch girls for some reason. And those days just so crazy entering Twitter, and you're like, okay, who the hell do I talk to? I still talk to them until today. So that is epic. One of them came to Kenya to see me 3 years ago, which is crazy. So they taught me a bit of Dutch, go them again and all that. I learned a bit of Dutch. I had to pretend to be a One Direction fan to be friends with them. Dark days, man, dark days. Ajana says, yeah, Niger, my brother. Let's get back to football, says Ray. And goal to wicket, says bro. Thoughts on Guerrero will start from Bayern. I saw Bayern Munich fans don't like Guerrero. I've heard a couple of them talking about Guerrero and don't like him. I don't know why. I don't like the Bayern Munich defenders for this week, man. I liked Guerrero when he was at Dortmund. So far at Bayern, he hasn't been a good pick in the Champions League. But as a differential, if you want to go for him, then I don't really like the Bayern Munich defense for this week, especially if Kim gets rested. Hello, Mara, how are you? Sporting defense is off. I agree. I think both teams are going to score. It was crazy, Ray. It was crazy. And I still talk to them until today. So that is something. You can actually meet people on the internet that you're friends with until today. So it looks like I'm covered when I go to Netherlands. I'm covered when I go to Austria. I'm covered when I go to India. I'm covered when if I go to Nigeria. Leo says, haha. My biggest doubt is between picking Haaland, Gyökeres, or Girassi. I've gone for Gyökeres, but because he's at home. Haaland could be a good pick, especially if it's a high-scoring game. Both of those games, I think they're going to be 2-2 draws, so all of them could score. Chika speaks Sri Lanka language as well. I like to visit all those places as well, go to Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, all of those countries, everywhere. Do you think De Bruyne is a good differential? He is. I thought about putting him in my team, but I was like, nah, too risky. I had him in FPL for like a week, and then he got benched. I was like, nope, never again. Borussia all the way. Could have met you when I was in Kenya. We could still meet, man. We could still meet, Ray. Don't worry. Definitely going to be traveling soon. I also heard when you didn't really should come live more often. I'm learning and sharing what I know with you and now commenting here. This is fun. Yes, because I don't stream on this one. I'm trying to get a new setup. That's why I've not been streaming on everything Arsenal as well. I do go live on everything Arsenal, Chick as well, on Facebook as well and all that, YouTube. But yeah, I'll try to do it. I'm still trying to balance because I have 3 channels, which is a bad idea, by the way. If you start your YouTube, never start 3-4 channels at once. It's so much hard work, but it's still fun, man. There's nothing as fun as doing YouTube. Let's see. I think going Haaland seems great looking at Madrid's defense. Yeah, I think Madrid fans will also say the same about Man City, though. When they played Man City 2 weeks ago, it was so easy. I could not believe it. Like, we almost beat Man City 8-1, which was just crazy. What do you think about this midfield? Dembele, Bellingham, Foden, Olise, Bakola? Bakola, good differential. You've doubled up on PSG there. That's not a bad midfield. I do like that midfield. Although maybe the only thing I could change, I don't trust Foden for this week. I don't know. Although he could end up scoring. I would go maybe for a differential from a Monaco or from a Benfica or someone like that. Do you think City might clutch up the league later? No. I think they'll finish third eventually. I think it's just between Liverpool and Arsenal. I think we don't have any room to even draw a game. So Liverpool are definitely like 90% favorites. But if we cover that gap and pass Liverpool, I would celebrate it for like the full year, man. The full year. That's Arsenal. Madrid is leaky. Yeah, but Man City had too. So that could easily be a 3-3 draw. Man City even considered against Leyton Orient, So my next pick, let's go to defense. And welcome to my team. Hen, welcome to my team, man. Atalanta have been keeping a lot of clean sheets in the Champions League. I did have Kolasinac for a couple of match days, but he's now injured. So I've gone for Hen, 4.9 in my midfield. And I'm going to even pick the next pick as well. Let's go with one midfielder. Where are you? I've thought about Reinders. I've thought about Gittens. I thought about Foden. There's so many others, but someone read my mind. I'm going to triple up. I'm going to go for 3 PSG players. So I'm going to go for Bakola. So that's how much I trust PSG for today. Do you still have a game with Liverpool? Yeah, but it's all the way like I think the beginning of May or something. It's the third last game. So by that time, Liverpool might have already won the league. I'm a City fan that much. I don't want to remember. Yeah, it was so weird. So many mistakes from Akanji and Ortega Moreno. But you guys, whenever you play Real Madrid, it's always an epic game. I think you've played them like 4 of the last 5 seasons. Did I miss any question? Right. 2011 Glenn talking to 3 Dutch girls. And then, the phone that I had, I can't even explain to you. It was the tiny phone. That was my first phone that had internet. We have played played every season now. Yeah, quarterfinals, semifinals. There's been comebacks from Benzema. There's been Man City trashings. Feels like it's rigged for views. Every season, they want that. 4 PSG players, says FPL Sparta. I don't think I'm going to go for 4 PSG players because they're away from home. If they're at home, then maybe. Although they beat Brest 5 goals away from home recently. Who's your 4th player, Sparta? Who's your 4th player? Another defender or the goal or Donnarumma? Ray says we are toothless, which is weird, Ray. When I saw Mbappe joining and then I think he played Atalanta in the Super Cup, I think Mbappe scored. I was like, you guys are going to score a bunch of goals this season. Bellingham, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius. This could be 4 or 5 goals every single game. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe first season, you never know. I mean, if you watch basketball, Durant and Irving and Harden were in the same team as well. It never worked. You just never know. It doesn't matter. And now even Doncic at Lakers, you never know. It might not work. Although I think it'll definitely going to work. I'm on 4 PSG players and 4 Bayern Munich players. My first phone was Ericsson Walkman. I still have. Let me show you guys. I still have my Walkman. Remember this? I still have my Walkman up until today. Classic things like this. And the first CD I ever listened to here was I think it's even still inside. Let me see. Never throw away things like this. I remember having this. The first, I don't even remember how to open it. Okay, got it. The first CD I ever had is still inside. That is 50 Cent. That's the first CD I ever had, and it's still inside. 50 Cent. That's the first CD I ever had. 50 Cent on the Walkman. I don't know even if it still works. And I still have my PS1 and PS2 as well. Never throw away those things. Walkman in real life, Ajana. Walkman in real life. And I still have the CDs though. And there were 3. There was 50 Cent, there was Craig David, and there was Lil Wayne. Those are the first CDs I ever had. And yeah, that is why it's tough for me right now to, choose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne is on my freaking Walkman, man. That's the first guy I ever listened to it, 50 Cent. Let's see. I have a cassette player as well. I How is your basketball fantasy going? I'm number 1 in the country. I think 600th in the league. In the world, sorry. Out of the 200,000 or something. It's so hard to get into the top 200, though. You have to be very, very lucky as well. All this going well. It's fun as well, watching the games. You have players for Arsenal. Gabriel makes us humble. I love players like Gabriel, man. They've changed Arsenal. Pulisic, good option, says Johnny. I think he is. Good evening. If you're not a Walkman, then you are all just like me. No, Chica, not really old. I'm still in my 20s, so it's not really old. Although now it feels like if you're born in the 90s, we are old now, because now we're in 2025. There's people who are born in 2010, and now they can even they are almost going into university if you're born in 2010 right now. Walkman in real life, says Ajana. Yep, a Walkman in real life. Still have it. Still have the CDs as well, which is crazy. PS1 and PS2. Yep. Sometimes I still play PS2. San Andreas, and there's a game where people used to, I think it was Dave Mirra, the bike game. And also I had FIFA 14 on PS2. I still play them sometimes. You're in our 20s, you ain't old. Yeah, although now it's crazy. Now there's people calling us old now, which is so sad. Goalkeeper. Now the second goalkeeper has been very hard because I had the Atalanta goalkeeper, but he's injured. So it is very tough to pick a second goalkeeper, but I've just gone for Maignan for AC Milan. I don't expect a clean sheet there anyway as well, but he's my goalkeeper for tomorrow. So hopefully it does work. Obviously, you also have to look at next week, which key teams are going to have a better fixture next week as well. So you just not just look at this match day, obviously, because next week you don't get too many transfers. But that's my next goalkeeper. No differential there. You should have an iPod too. I don't think I ever had an iPod. I had PS1 and PS2, and I never had a PS3. I jumped straight to a PS4. Walkman and all that. I just started a new study at university, and none of those people here remember World Cup 2020. So we had my favorite World Cup of all time. Going from school and coming back and watching Shabalala against Mexico, memories, man, memories. The vuvuzelas, the Waka Waka, the waving flag songs, just epic World Cup, everything about it. Best World Cup of all time. My team, Kane, Guirassy, Vinicius, Dembele, Bakola, Olise, Musiala, Pulisic, interesting. Donnarumma, Zappacosta, Maignan, Otamendi, wow. Gatti as well. Otamendi, I saw something about Otamendi. I'm sure I saw something about Otamendi earlier. I didn't even follow up. Let me check for you, Chica. Let me confirm if Otamendi is definitely going to play. Neuer could be an interesting pick as well. I'm sure I saw something about, not dreaming, I saw something about Otamendi. Oh yeah, that's what I saw about Otamendi, Chica. I think if he gets a yellow card today, he's going to be suspended next match day. So you also need to watch out for that too. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. You still get 2-3 subs. And I can see that the Atlanta goalkeeper has been called up last minute. So I'm going to avoid him though. So yeah, they're saying company is considering resting Kimo Pomecano tomorrow. The Club Brugge Stadium looks terrible, so I'm not going to go for too many Atalanta players. The Brest Stadium today looks terrible, so maybe triple up on and PSG is a bit risky. But Otamendi and Hernandez are both on 1 yellow card away from a ban. I had an MP3 player. Yeah, old school, man, old school. You see that if you ask someone who was born in 2009, they wouldn't even know what that is. That's what makes us feel a bit old now, Ray. I remember watching Shabalala score his first goal. Yep. Ronaldo scoring against North Korea. It was crazy. 2010 is a gem. Best World Cup ever. Xavi and Iniesta MVP. Yep. Cesc Fabregas, what a World Cup. Peter Drury commentary. Yep. Shabalala. Fantastic. South Africa says Ajana. That was brilliant, man. the stadium, Soccer City. I agree, it was incredible. That's the best. That's my best, and then followed by 2014, and then maybe followed by 2006. That was the first World Cup I watched. When I watched 2010 World Cup, I was about to go to university. 2010 World Cup, man. 2010 World Cup, I was just about to finish primary school. Psh. Best of luck to all of you guys. I have to go. Precious always go. Thank you, Igor, as always. Hopefully, don't get past me this week. Thanks for the tip. Yes, Otamendi gets a look at today as well. It's basically Ramos 2.0. Otamendi, but he's not a goal scorer. I'm going with 95. I'm old. No, 90s, you're not that old. I think, I don't know, probably there's someone who's born in the 91, 90s. Maybe people can start calling you, but no, there's people who are 16, they're still young. Only thing I know about 2006 is Zidane headbutt, yeah, and that Portugal-Netherlands game where there were like 4 red cards or something. Check that game out, Trey, if you don't know about it. Check Netherlands versus Portugal 2006 World Cup. There was so many yellow cards and red cards in that game. Kobel, Neuer, Gvardiol. The Catalari is applied. People are saying he could be injured, but he was subbed at halftime. I think he might play. The good thing is that we do get to see the Atalanta team tomorrow, Johnny. Who are you guys captaining today? Remember the South Africa team dance when they scored against Mexico? This, then this, then this. Yep, Rene, absolutely. It's a FIFA celebration. Class. That was the best World Cup by far. By far. And then the songs made it epic. Who is my next pick? I'm going to go for midfield. Let's go to midfield. So I'm going to go for this guy because he's done well for my team since the earlier match days, and he's at home. Akiluche. Akiluche is in my team from Monaco, yes. That is my next pick. And then defenders. Let's go for... Someone read my mind. I think someone earlier said they have Zappa Costa. I also have Zappa Costa in my team. So that's a double up on Atalanta, a triple up on PSG, a double up on Bayern Munich. Interesting. That's how my team is looking so far. 3 more picks. Dembele or Foden captain, or Dembele easy. Dembele easy captain today. I agree. Arnold. Is Zappa Costa defender or midfielder? Defender who loves to go forward on that right wing. When I get old, they'll be stronger. They call me freedom, just like a waving flag. Yep, Kanan. Then the performance as well. Fantastic. Zappa Costa in fine. Dembele now, Kane tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow Kane is a good option. All the Atalanta players, good option. Listen, there's no problem with going with the differential for the first day. If you want a Bellingham or a Vinicius or someone, if you trust them. Pulisic or Akiluche. That's a good one. I've just gone for Akiluche because he's playing at home and he did very well for me during the league phase. So I don't think Pulisic is a bad pick at all. He also takes the corners. I think he scored directly from a corner or something. Yeah, Pulisic could be a good pick. Yeah, Lookman is injured, Johnny. Man is injured. See, defender. So finalizing my team, Schlotterbeck is in defensively. Although I'm not expecting any clinches there, I think Sporting are going to score. But Schlotterbeck is usually there for ball recoveries, so that's why he's in my team. And then these 2 positions, I had such a headache choosing, especially the forward line. I have Kane and Gyökeres, but I could go for Vinicius. I could go for De Ketelaere. I could go for Retegui. I can go for Haaland. I can go for Mbappe. I can go for Kolomuani. There's so many players you can choose. It's so hard to pick. So hard to pick. Gittens in midfield. Gvardiol may score. Yeah, he loves going forward a lot. My captain is Dembele too, but I don't know if I regret not making Hakimi captain. I do what I get what you mean. Hakimi also can easily keep a clean sheet and get an assist or something. Bellingham, welcome to my team. Bellingham is next up. I've gone for a Madrid player there. Ray, I don't underestimate Real Madrid. But as you can see, there is no player from Manchester City. Yep, I'm going to ignore Haaland. And my final pick up front is going to be... Where are you? Retegui is in my team. That is my final team, guys. Courtois and Manyan in goal. Hakimi, Hernandez, Hein, Zappacosta, Schlotterbeck at the back. Dembele, Musiala, Bakola, Kilushi, and Bellingham in midfield. Kane, Gyökeres, Retegui up front. Dembele is my captain. Congratulations for that 5 goals against Man City. Nah, I don't want congratulations for 5 goals against Man City. I hope you can tell me congratulations for winning the league in 3 months. That would feel better. I would definitely feel better. Or a Champions League. Well, I've never experienced us winning a Champions League. Ray has done it every single year. That is my final team, guys. This was a fun stream, very, very fun stream. I got to know about what food did you guys teach me about? You see, I've already forgotten about it. Lady's finger, whatever that is, butter chicken and all that. I'm going to be trying all that. That was a fun stream, guys. Let us watch this first game. As always, if you have any questions, you can comment on this video for tomorrow's substitutions and all that. Kane, Catalere, Vinicius. I'm so scared of not having Vinicius. Gvardiol, Hernandez, Courtois, Trubin, Musiala, Schlotterbeck. Not bad at all. Foden could do something. Let's see. Thanks for the fun stream. Let's go Okra. Yeah, that one. Ladies' finger. Want to win something else now. Very so bored of winning the Champions League. He wants to win something else. Give us one Champions League, just one. I'll be very, very happy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. You don't have to wait for too long. Another stream is coming up. Next match day is just on Tuesday next week.